about 11 p.m. Arizona time, and I am filming this video because today I received a package. I'm going to go into a little bit of a story here because the story is important. About a year ago, I emailed Scarlet Imprint, publishing company in the UK, if they had were planning to republish a tarot deck they had done that I really loved. I'd only been doing tarot a couple of years. So when it first came out, I didn't know about it because I wasn't involved in the community. And then as I've gone back and watched unboxings and walkthroughs of the decks that were out before I started, I've seen decks. Some I've been able to get, some have not been terribly expensive, but others are small prints. They're limited, they're numbered and signed, they are very well made. They're completely independent is what I would assume it would be called. And they had one deck that I just fell in love with the art, with the use of color, because it doesn't have very much color in it, but the color that is used it's intentional. It's that type of artwork. It's like I love watching cooking shows from time to time, but any cooking show I ever watch, whenever they go to judge a dish that is simple, they always talk about how it's more difficult to do a simple dish than a complex dish because it has fewer ingredients, and those few ingredients have to be perfect. I feel that is the way art is. I feel that's the way these cards are, because the mediums that are used to create the pictures, the images, are minimal, and therefore I feel like they needed to be perfect, and they pretty much are. I don't know how to describe how a deck attracts me. If you looked at the decks I have, the music I listen to, the books I read, there's not one unifying factor to them. There's just something about it that grabs me, and the only thing I can think of is there's something in my psyche that connects to it and makes me want to delve into it more. The deck I'm talking about is the Oculi Occultati. I emailed Scarlet Imprint and asked them if it would be republished in the future, and the response I received was, we are planning to do that in about a year, so look for it, and we're hoping to be able to do it in a way that maybe not quite so expensive, like try to find a way to print it at a cheaper price but still keep the quality there. So I was happy with that, because I didn't have to have the first one, I didn't have to have the limited one. I'd be happy with a mass market or a one published a different size or something. So I waited almost a year, and I sent them another email asking about it to follow up, and I attached the message they sent so it would be an easy reference, and I just simply said, I just wanted to follow up on this. I just was going through it, I found this email that I'd sent, and I'm still very interested in it. The response I received that they had made a mistake, that Peter Gray thought that I was talking about another tarot deck. But they would be happy to sell me one of the few that they had saved. I'm sure everyone knows that every publisher, when they publish something, they save a copy or 2 or 3. They don't save a lot. They don't save enough to like store back, like, oh, by the way, we found these 40 over here, we're going to sell those now a year later and jack up the price. They didn't do that. They had just that handful, whatever they had wanted. I don't know the exact number. I'm going to guess 2 or 3. And she said that they would send me one, the price of it, and that they would figure out the shipping and send me an invoice if that's something I wanted to do. And I replied, absolutely. The next day, and you got to remember there's like an 8-hour difference here. The next day I received the email with the invoice the charge for the deck was the same price as they sold it for originally when it first came out, plus shipping. So it all came out to about £65. And it's here. And I wasn't going to open it tonight, but I really want to before I go to bed. I've been dying to see this deck. And it's been sitting in the living room beside me on the sofa while I watched some TV, while I thought about how I wanted to process this. So I'm going to turn the camera down. I don't have a cloth on this particular table at this moment because I had not planned on doing this tonight, but I did want to open the deck because I had thought about. All right, this isn't one of the best videos I've made because I'm just on a TV tray table. Don't have a normal setup. I normally clean off my reading space, set the camera up on that, but since this was quick and last minute, I decided to do it this way. But as you can see, it is from Scarlet Imprint, from Peter and Alexis. It's from Royal Mail. And as I said, this is the original first edition. Occultati Tarot. If I can get this to... Hey! You're fine. I get this to open. My son had just walked by and said, hey, I don't know where to buy this. I'm going to have to check the next time I go to like the FedEx store or the post office. I love this packing. It's so much better than bubble wrap. And it does a really good job of keeping whatever I've gotten safe. All I'm going to do tonight is open it. And then over this weekend, I will do a complete walkthrough. So it's kind of like part one. I guess I'll name it. But here is the Scarlet Imprint. I don't know if you can see it through the tissue paper or not. But the Oculi Occultati. Oh, my goodness. I was breathless when it actually arrived and I realized that this deck was actually in my hands. And I could not believe it. I'm glad the paper it's wrapped in is tissue paper, because normally if it's a deck and the paper's really nice, I painstakingly open it. And I don't know if I would be able to do that tonight. But I am going to try and preserve the sticker. I'll put the sticker in my, I have a little chest that I keep some things in, so I'll put the sticker in that. Okay, why am I having this much difficulty with just tissue paper? It's probably because I'm nervous. Oh my gosh. Oh my god. The Oculi Occultati Tarot by Radomil Berguslowski was published by Scarlet Imprint on the 11th of August 2018 in a strictly limited edition of 900 numbered decks, of which this is, I believe that's 111 of 1,000 or 777 of 1,000. Oh, I've got it upside down somehow. Let's see. No, that's right. There you are. So there is the number. I'm going to look that up a little bit more later. They're not straight lines exactly, so it's hard for me to tell. And then here's the deck. Never been opened. Unless it was open at the publishers for being checked. And we're just going to look at the cards real quick. The box opens really well. These cards are more oracle size, or even like a large oracle size. And they're very heavy. So we're just going to take this top one out right here for right now. So I can see what one, oh, here we go. And this, of course, is the Fool. This card is beautiful matte. It's smooth. Look at these backs. Those are gorgeous. But yeah, I am just incredibly thrilled, thankful, grateful. And it really is just wonderful. I don't have words. I don't have words. So I will go through and look at the cards to sit with them for a moment and sort of pull myself together, my thoughts, get those clear. And then I will do a full walkthrough of the deck. In the meantime, if you'd like to see a full walkthrough of the deck that has really excellent commentary and has a really good insight to the artist and the cards and just art in general and tarot reading, I would suggest Robert Farah at TN Tarot. His walkthrough was wonderful. All right, that's it. Love you all. Have a good night.